Welcome to the Animation Weekly Recap.
And we are here. I am Tom Bancroft. This is Ansley Bancroft.
This is she.
And I am the CEO of Pencilish Animation Studios with about 35 years of experience in animation.
And I am the communications and marketing director.
That's
with
right.
about 5 years of experience. I think I did my math wrong.
Whoa, 5 years.
Yeah, I know the
hitting
biz
5.
like the back of my hand.
And you do a lot, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's right. See?
We started a company.
I get a lot of comments with people being like, is she even prepared? And I'm like, no, I actually am prepared. I pick my articles the day before because I'm so prepared, but I have my father's memory.
Yeah.
Where
so
it goes in one
Are
ear,
you
out the
saying,
other.
do you read the whole article?
Yeah, but I come to the next day like I never read it. I'm reading it here with you.
It does. You are actually most of the time. So I haven't read them. Most of the time,
Never
I may have
does.
heard about it if it's a big, big story like this one. I see.
Yes.
I did hear about this. So let's jump in.
I kind of got
What do you
some
think?
piping hot tea this week.
Oh.
Well, are you asking how I've been?
Oh yeah. How have you been?
I've been so good. Thank you for asking.
You look great.
Thanks so much. I'm headed to Chicago this weekend for St. Patty's.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah, and as you guys probably know, they dye the
River Green.
river.
It's kind of like the
Is
second.
it the river or ocean?
The river.
I guess it's the river.
The ocean? Pardon?
No, it's not.
In the middle of the United States?
It's not an ocean. It's big though. I used to
It's
live
big.
there.
It's not an ocean.
I used to live there. That's how bad.
Me too.
I should have known
That was really sad.
that. Dumb.
Yeah, put in the comments how dumb that was.
He doesn't even know.
Okay.
I bet I'm not the only one.
No, I really bet you are actually.
Maybe.
I could actually bet that you were the only one that thought that there was an ocean in
Our
Illinois.
foreign watchers, somebody in Europe or wherever, China,
No, because you know
Australia,
what?
they don't know.
They're smart over there. They study geography. They know.
Yeah, they study geography, even U.S. geography more than we
Probably.
study Europe. That's for sure.
That's faux show.
So yeah, you're all smart.
You're all smart. He's not. Anyways, article 1.
What? Okay, Smarty. What character is this?
That is Captain America.
Okay, well, he's been in movies.
I mean, Chris Evans.
Let's see. Yeah, I knew
Awoog.
that was. Okay, what was that reference that you just did?
Roger Rabbit.
Okay, where does that come from, though? Roger stole it from.
Well, they also do it. I don't know if this is who he stole it from,
Older.
but with Tom and Jerry, they do it too.
I think there are some Tom and Jerry's. That's not really what it's known for. It was the wolf and anyway, it's a Tex Avery gag.
Okay,
Tex
well,
Avery
I
is the
actually was
director.
very knowledgeable on that.
You did pretty good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, article 1. ToonBoom Animation launches beta program for Ember, a new suite of AI-powered productivity tools.
Yeah, this is very interesting.
This is very interesting.
We're launching into a new project that we're about to use ToonBoom.
Yeah, we're big ToonBoom Harmoniers, and this will affect the workflow in Storyboard Pro and Harmony.
Mm-hmm.
It says that they plan for it not to replace the animation process, but help it.
Yeah, so I read, I don't know, I didn't read this article. This is on Cartoon Brew, but I read something that they posted, marketing for this new software or upgrade to their software.
Right.
And what was interesting to me is they were very, very careful how they worded everything.
Well, I was actually going to ask you some questions.
I became a believer almost right away.
You're easily convinced.
You talk me out of it.
You are so easily convinced.
Well, because I really felt like they were going out of their way to make sure it was only a tool, AI, only a tool that was helping everybody and it wasn't replacing actually
well,
any
the
real
first
drawing,
paragraph here
honestly.
had me convinced. And
Go
then,
ahead.
But it says, okay, so let me ask you this as like maybe some viewers are similar to me where they don't know all the ins and outs of animation. Maybe they're just here to chat drama like me.
Well, yeah.
So let me ask you this. It says
Listen.
the first set of 6 Ember tools are designed to intelligently create masks, upscale and extend backgrounds, and aiding the time-consuming scene setup process. So my biggest question is on the upscale and extend backgrounds. So say I'm a background artist.
Yeah.
I've got my background. This is it. Say half of it's like, it's half a building. Okay.
It's tiny?
This is it on the computer screen. I'm looking at it.
Oh, okay.
I'm just giving an example.
Okay.
And like, say on the side of my background, it's got half a building and I extend it. Does it finish the building? Yeah. See, that is replacing art. Now, that is not aiding in the process. That's replacing artwork.
Well,
that's doing the job for you.
They would say it's adding to, because what it's doing is it's figuring out the paint style, all that of what that cityscape is, and going, well, here's how it would naturally look if it was a little bit more to it.
That's not aiding. That's doing it for you.
Now, I do agree that out of everything that I think I saw that this listed, that's the only one that has sort of a that I saw that was an artistic edition where you're like,
yeah, I don't like that.
It's not.
Imagine if you paid somebody to draw backgrounds on your feature film and they would like draw a little bit and they were just having AI do it all. Like, how pissed would you be?
Well, see, that's the thing is you just said draw a little bit and it made up the rest. This is like you painted a lot of it and it's just
do you know that for certain?
That's the way they're describing it. So I'm only taking it for how they're describing it.
They're describing it very
but it
broad.
Has to.
They said upscale and extend backgrounds. So no, we don't know.
The upscale, is that the word they use?
Upscale.
Okay. So scaling up, what that is meaning is you probably painted it too low res and now you need to, blow it up bigger. And
I would appreciate. I've run into issues with that. You know that.
Right. But listen, that's filling in pixels is what it's really doing is as you blow it up, rather than it getting all sort of like broken up and all that, it fills in pixels, makes it a higher res. It is doing, you could call it some creative thinking. But not really.
That to me is like technical. It's your own artwork. It sees maybe a pixelated line, but it knows where the line is that you drew and it fills it. To me, the extended
this is for painting mostly. So let's say
I know a paint color, line. Okay, it sees the color line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
To me, the other one is you did not draw it. It is extending it.
Yes.
It's creating.
I'm assuming something, which is that it's only going to extend it a little bit. Like, I don't think this is like I have this really much and now I'm going to triple that.
You.
No, I know how these things work. There's only so much that maybe it could make it up, but I have a feeling it's going to look like crap is what I'm saying. For it to work properly, if you just extend it like an inch, then it's going to be able to do that work. Here's the other part of this that you don't know. Every artist out there, I think, and I'm speaking for me, and I just said every artist, but I know a lot of background painters and people like me, illustrators and things like that would be thankful for going, I gave it to you a little bit too much in the fielding. It's too inside the fielding, and you need the safety because that's usually what it is. We didn't extend the painting enough. We don't want to blow it up. But you need to now add about an inch of painting all the way around.
No, don't get me wrong.
Nobody likes doing that job.
I'm sure they would love to do that, but that's their job. That's what they're getting paid for. They're not getting paid to click a button to do it for them.
Now they're on to the next painting. I mean, in the animation production, it's not like you're going to be out of a job. Oh, you couldn't extend that an inch all the way around. No, you're on the next painting, and that's
not what I'm saying.
A compositor can do that job now. Somebody else in the pipeline can go, I'll just extend it here. Yes, the computer is adding a little bit of art to it, but there is a compositor or somebody that had to do that gig.
So they lost their job?
No, nobody's losing jobs. It's just making it more efficient. And that's what I like about this.
I don't agree with you whatsoever.
That's never going to be a job where you're the artist that has been hired to extend paintings.
If I say I'm working on a background, you told me I need it extended. I go click a button, send you it extended. You think it took me, I send it this evening. You think it took me all day. So you paid me for the 8 hours worth when really I just held on to it and sent it that night because I only just clicked a button.
Yeah, then you made out, right? You're an artist that just benefited from AI.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's a good thing.
From whose perspective? The business person in that case? Me, the
yeah,
owner of the company?
and
I just got screwed because you did your job really efficiently.
Yeah.
And I paid you for not doing it efficiently.
You paid me for my time when really my time wasn't correct.
This is a minor thing. To me, this is still within the realm of it being a tool to help
Put in
artists.
the comments if you're Team Tom or Team Ansley on this. I also just think morally, like ethically maybe, you're not creating the work. They're taking a plethora of people's work and combining it. That's what AI is. So are you stealing work?
What I'm going to stick by, and I feel good about this.
I'm making great points.
Unless there's some hidden thing into this, which I don't think there is, they are not taking people's artwork off the internet.
This to me is just the beginning.
No, they're literally using what we've all been asking. They're using AI as a tool.
No, I spilled on myself.
I know, I saw that. We're keeping it in, right? I've wanted to see AI use, because we see it in accounting, we see it in every other job out there, but because we are worried, and I agree, I'm worried too about how artists are going to be affected. We don't want AI to take our jobs away. We don't want it to replace this little piece where it's just adding a little bit is a job helper.
I don't know. I'd be interested to see what actually happens, and I'm not fully convinced. And I also think this is just the start of it getting worse and worse.
You could say that. It's like, okay, they're opening a door here. That means they're using AI. What are they going to do down the road?
I agree. I also think you're referring to accounting like that. That to me is so different because they're not taking other people's work off the internet.
No, I know. You're right.
It's business related. That's so different.
Right.
Like I'm not against like maybe animation production pipeline help. I think sure. Like
that's what I'm saying this is.
No. I'm saying for a producer, like maybe like a production tracker.
Well,
helper.
And
sure.
I do think that's part of this, right? We didn't say what all the other things.
It creates masks.
Yeah.
Extend background and aiding
really
in the time-consuming scene setup process.
Yeah, and that's so. Our producer Pam has already contacted me. She's the one that told me about this. That this announcement just came out, and I went to her link and read all about it. She was excited to buy it because she's the one that does a lot of times set up the scenes, and that's like putting in the layout, putting in the sort of sketch drawing of how big the character is, setting up the scene for an animator or even a background painter to do what they need to do, because otherwise you don't want the animator to do it because they may not have scaled it correctly. Right. Make sure the resolution's correct. So it's something that somebody should be doing on a big production.
But that to me is just organizing and helping. Like that to me is not something like extending the backgrounds. That's aiding in organization and setup, which is equivalent to accounting. It's aiding in organizing and how accountants work. This, to me, the background extenders, I guess, my biggest issue because that's kind of creating.
Honestly, one is pre-production and one is post-production, but honestly, it's not touching the actual production process very much at all. That one of extending a background does blur that line a little bit, but I will say, I think
the lines are already
blurred. That's a bad look. I stand by it's a helpful tool because we're literally just talking about, because this is the common usage is, the background painter, we need to go in a little bit, we need to pull out just a little bit more, or you didn't go within the safety, you didn't paint far enough to the edge. We're going to need that because we need to maybe pull it out.
No, I know. You've explained it. It's still not sounding better.
And that's all it would be doing.
Agree to disagree.
It's like the outside, and it's probably even past the outside of like what you're actually going to see on the screen that we're talking about. So, agree to disagree.
I tried to shake your hand. You were just going like this, talking about your background.
Still dreaming.
Okay.
Hi.
That is that. A lot of changes I feel like are happening in the animation industry. We've been talking about that a lot recently. Mm-hmm. A lot of our articles are about that. So, Article 2.
I would say in the entertainment industry, but yes.
Jellyfish Pictures ceases operation globally amid financial struggles. So it says, in a shocking turn of events, UK-based visual effects and animation powerhouse Jellyfish Pictures has suspended its global operations temporarily. This news comes close on the heels of the recent downfall of Technicolor.
They love talking about that.
They love it.
Is
I couldn't find enough.
Animation.
No, this is Animation Express.
Oh, okay. I don't know that one.
I don't either. So it kind of their head of the India, I think it was, location was kind of saying that the UK is the one that's shut down, and that they have told everybody they still will receive paychecks through March.
Good.
But it's unknown what their jobs are after that.
Oh, well, this is March. So they're just saying for the next couple weeks.
Oh, I literally thought it wasn't even March. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So
through
maybe
the end of the month.
A week or
and
2 more
they're
weeks.
They're saying it's like suspended temporarily. It sounds pretty suspended.
Right.
For good. They worked on How to Train Your Dragon Homecoming and the animated feature Spirit Untamed.
Is that How to Train Your Dragon Homecoming? Is that a TV series?
Couldn't tell you.
Okay.
Just said Annie Award winning, so television, right?
No, the features and TV
okay, so
are
couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
They also worked on Netflix's The Gentleman and Apple TV's Constellation. So the thing that confuses me in this article, I guess, well, this is a big bummer. I'll start with that.
Yeah.
Definitely bummed. Hating to see a lot of this constantly happening lately. It's not very enthusiastic. But
I don't feel enthusiastic.
The thing I don't feel it either.
No.
The thing that's weird about that, I guess, they expanded their footprint in 2023. They've opened so many different offices in recent years. They added 400 staff members.
Oof.
To their India office, and and then they also expanded into Toronto last year. So that's what I'm confused about. You could usually see the writing on the wall.
Yeah.
You know enough to know whoever the big boss man is or woman.
Is it possible that they lost a few gigs? They were expanding because they got some big gigs coming, and then those canceled, and therefore, right? And they didn't see that coming.
It doesn't say anything
that's pretty
about
common.
that.
Yeah.
It doesn't say anything about that. And it says that they're shutting down what they're working on, that they aren't even finishing what they're working on.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what the whole title was. Ceases operations.
There's with Technicolor effects and Jellyfish Pictures effects, there's a few films out there that are going to be looking for people.
I was actually going to bring that
effects.
up. I saw a big billboard for Snow White, and I was like, what's going on with them? Are they still, because it was all coming to theaters or something like that, and I was like, is it though? Who's doing your visual effects?
Right. My imagining
Technicolor.
Is that it was small stuff that was going to Technicolor and all that, and they could send that pretty much anywhere, and they probably have already. I mean, they could scramble that pretty fast.
I don't know. I mean, Technicolor is number one in visual effects, and there's a lot of visual effects in something
like Snow
White. They're huge.
I had no idea.
I don't know about number one.
I feel like you made that up.
I meant more they're really high up there.
Yeah.
They're known.
Yeah.
They're extremely known.
Oh, yeah. No, it's a name brand that's been around for a long time.
Yeah,
but it used to be
number one.
For film development.
Let me
things
tell
like
you.
that.
Let me tell you right now. Number one, VFX
It's not going to be them, I don't think. Oh, look, AI. Just found an answer for you.
ILM, duh.
Oh, well, yeah. Number one in quality for sure. I don't know about output, but you weren't specific, so who knows?
It's not even in the top 5.
What?
It's not in the top 5.
Anyway,
okay,
they
but
were probably
still,
doing smaller pieces.
They're definitely industry leading.
Yeah. Well, sorry to hear that. So it sounds like India's getting hit bad. With Technicolor, it was really the India group that was really getting hit. Because usually it's our main hub is England or US, but it's a smaller hub. It's 100, whatever. But we got 500 in India. So it's usually when these things happen, it's really affecting India.
Well, yeah, it said that they've been grappling with investor related issues in the UK. Don't know what that means. But it's the confusing part is they're having people from their India company talking, but they're talking about UK. So I don't have a final answer because this is kind of vague on if it's everywhere, but it does seem to be everywhere.
Yeah.
So
That's too bad.
Yeah, kind of, it really says in one paragraph what's actually going on, and it doesn't give actual details. It kind of says the issues in UK as a result, management
and
has
the reason
decided
behind
to halt.
that, sorry, you're reading that.
No, it's okay.
The reason behind that, it's a press release. They're only getting out the information they have to say. And it's from the company.
Because they're kind of just talking themselves up.
Yeah,
they're like,
so
we've
they're
worked on all of this and this.
We're trying to be vague. And so
I don't think it is from the company because it says like some of them have already started looking for different jobs.
Well, sometimes Cartoon Brew adds to it, but you think the
This
whole, or
isn't-
whatever this is. It doesn't say like who wrote it and things. No, okay.
Benita
Yeah,
Das.
okay. So somebody did write it.
She's just slow. She's
Probably
just short
written.
and to the point.
Well, because AI is writing it.
Literally.
We all know. Okay.
Anyways,
All right.
more
What's new?
news. Okay, actually, Article 3. I'm going to let you choose this one.
Oh, fun.
Do you want to put on your business brain?
I love my business brain.
Or do you want to pull on your heartstrings?
We have different heartstrings. I think we pull on yours.
No, I think this could pull on yours.
Oh no, is it a death?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it's a sweet heartstring. Endearing.
Well, we did business stuff. So yeah, let's do endearing.
Okay, a quick comment to the missed one. It's talking about how Kickstarter in 2024 over 5 million was pledged.
Oh, I did have tons to say about that, but okay.
Do you want to do this one? I think it was kind of a stupid article.
What's the other one? Let's just
Okay.
Then I'll pick.
Flow director Gins Zilbalades returns to Latvia as a national hero, where they did a huge ceremony.
No way.
Yeah, see.
It's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay,
but
so
we don't have to go on and on about it.
No, it's kind of a quick thing.
That's really
a
cool.
crowd awaited him, and the film's producers, I can't say their names, and a choir was on hand to perform the country's national anthem.
Wow.
Afterwards, he was given a police escort to the Freedom Monument in Riga's city center for a late-night rally where hundreds of people braved near freezing temperatures to hear various speeches and musical performances. City police estimated the crowd at around 500 people.
For an animated film.
Isn't that gives me chills.
That doesn't happen for a Disney film. I love that he kind of came home this conquering hero. I conquered Hollywood.
Yeah, can you enter a picture, Phil?
Or slow.
Yeah, it's really sweet. They're like up on stage and they're literally national heroes.
That is cool.
Isn't that really cool? I love that for them. Now it makes me like happy they won.
We're not going to catch you up on Flow too much. It's a really low budget, the lowest budget animated film to ever won Best Picture. It beat out Inside Out. It kind of killed Hollywood in a good way, I think. And it was done completely independently.
It's all the talk. If you don't know by now, you don't know.
And we've been talking about it pretty much every episode for the last
literally
5 episodes. At least.
Go catch up. So
can we dig in Kickstarter then?
A little bit.
Good for you.
Let's not make it crazy. We can't go over time. I know. So Article 3.5.
Boom. Okay.
Report in 2024 over 5 million was pledged to animation projects on Kickstarter.
Yeah, I read this article. So this was a report that Kickstarter put out.
Did you read the bottom with their beliefs, with their like review from Cartoon Brew's take?
I don't know if I did. I don't think I did.
They were just like, this report lacks so much information.
Yes. Okay, I did. And I read this part too. Yeah, I did read it because I totally agree with Amid's. This is on Cartoon Brew. Amid, I think, wrote this. And what it's doing is it was just getting information out to the world. Hey, these are the hot Kickstarters. This is kind of the year in review, I guess you could say, of how
5 million is tiny.
Yeah, but his title is, if you just read the title, you're like, that's good news. $5 million has been given to animation projects on Kickstarter. It's tiny. Yeah. I read that title and I was like, wait a second, I'm digging into this. That can't be good information, like a good amount. That sounds small for whatever, hundreds or however many, maybe thousands that were probably got that money, it's small. So this I thought was very enlightening, which is by comparison, we just said 5 million was how much animation itself made that category. 46.5 million was pledged to comic projects. So 46.5
over 270 million was pledged to game projects.
Yeah, 270.
With 220 being going to tabletop games.
So 5 million is like a penny.
Well, it's a penny. I mean, you could read that title and be like, that's a penny. Think about it. We did like 3 million on a different
we did
investment.
It's still crowdfunding, and we did.
It was still crowdfunding, and I mean, Kickstarter you never get like a crazy amount on Kickstarter. You're never hitting millions.
So I still think so. I'm going to give my 2 cents on this of why that might be so low. I do not think this means people don't like animation. I want to make that clear. I don't think they don't like comics more than animation. They don't probably even like board games more than animation. But it's what do I want to put my money in is what is kind of this is pointing toward, which is the average person looks at an animation Kickstarter different than they look at a comic book Kickstarter, for example, and a game one too. Meaning I'm pre-ordering that comic book. It's almost to that degree where they're thinking like, okay, I'm going to put in whatever, we'll say 20, 40, 50, whatever gets you to that thing. And maybe it's 40 for a game or 50, but for a comic, we'll say it's 20. I'm going to put in that amount because I believe in this, but I want that thing. And so then when it's done, they finish, they ship it to me. So it's more like it's not a straight out donation. And a lot of people call Kickstarter a donation. It can be if you're only putting in $1 or $5, but it's not really because you're getting something. Everybody has the perks, right? You have to do it.
Yeah, I just think it really kind of showed me Kickstarter is not the place to bring animation.
Well, or we got to find a new way to do it. And that's kind of why I'm saying this is because I still believe in Kickstarter, but for an animation project, you almost have to be deceptive because I think what people see about an animation Kickstarter, say it's a short film, that's probably 80%, maybe
24.
What?
24% of all successful film companies were short films.
Only 24%?
Mm-hmm.
Film campaigns. Okay. All right. Wow. So that's way lower than I thought. But anyway, so say it's a short. Honestly, they know that you're going to make that thing and release it to the world. YouTube, you name it. It's never going to be exclusive because it takes so much time and you killed yourself and all that. And so therefore they're going to be like, well, you're going to make it anyway. Why do you really need my money? We all know why you need the money because it's going to be years of hard work. But they're like, I don't get anything. You know, what? Oh, I get to see what you're going to put onto YouTube a week later. You know, like that's exclusive access is the best thing you could probably do. Or you see it first. The ones that I've seen that have been successful are the higher tiers where you get a producer credit. And usually by then you're putting in a few $1,000s to get that producer credit. But I get that. People, they see value in that. And so if you're I'm trying to give you instructions on how to do this short, but honestly, you have to have it seated very well, especially at the $40 to $50 level, because that's the average of what people put into any Kickstarter is about that amount of money. This is important. And so at the $40 to $50 level, you need them to think whatever that perk is, it's worth it. It's worth $40 to $50.
I could not agree more.
And most people do not do that. They're still like, they don't want to do mailing and stuff. So it's still like, oh, it's a digital wallpaper. You know what I mean? It's all digital stuff at 40 or $50. No. You're never going to get your money.
No. Yep. Thank you so much for that insight.
I feel strongly about this. I've done 4 really different great. Kickstarters too. By the way.
Done.
What?
I've run our.
What?
I've run our things.
Kickstarter? No, this is before Pencilish.
Oh, Kickstarter.
You did the WeFunder. You helped a lot of, which we didn't really go all the way with that one.
The other one, too.
The first one?
No, I did the second one, the Start Engine.
The Start Engine, yes, you did. So You know about
doesn't
crowdfunding.
even know what I do for work.
I know what you do.
Doesn't
You're
even care.
trying to take credit for other things.
Well, yeah, that was so interesting. Thank you so much for that insight. I know that people were sitting here taking notes, just knowing that they're going to do well on Kickstarter because Tom Bancroft taught them.
Another one, get a celebrity voice of some kind and have them in your film.
How is somebody going to get a celebrity voice? Like
sometimes you just have to ask. Go to a Comic-Con. They're all there signing stuff and just say, look, I have, and they hear this all the time. I know, but have something of value for them that you kind of hand to them and then ingratiate yourself and then say, I got this amazing short. It's a dream of mine. And I would just love for you to do like an hour's work on it of recording your voice for this short. And would you do a little video for my Kickstarter? You got to say it right then and there so they know what they're committing to. But you might hook them.
That will never happen.
Maybe there's a little money involved. I don't know. But
it's all about money.
No, you're right. They wouldn't do it for nothing, but you got to have something.
Well, yeah, that was great advice.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I guess we will wrap it out. Wrap it out. Yeah. With that snooze fest of a conversation. Oh my gosh.
Somebody enjoyed that and got something out of it.
I hope so.
Let's
because it's killing me not to tell Phil to cut it. Anywho, thank you so much. We hope you guys have a great St. Patty's weekend.
Yeah.
And love ya.
Enjoy Chicago.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
If you like what you just saw, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel, Pencilish Studios.